Piranhas, the river stories people love to tell. People often ask me about dangerous animals in the Amazon. They expect stories about jaguars, giant snakes, or spiders the size of a plate. But when I say, "Let me tell you about piranhas," they always smile a little. It's funny, piranhas are small, but their legend is huge. I still remember the first time I saw them. The river looked calm, almost friendly. The sun was warm, the water was brown and slow, and nothing told me that shark teeth were hiding under the surface. But the guide next to me smiled and said, "Do not worry. They are not looking for you today." I wasn't sure if that was a joke, but it worked. I relaxed, a little. You see, people love to talk about piranhas. They tell stories about rivers that boil, with fish, about animals disappearing in seconds, about teeth that cut through anything. Most of these stories are, well, stories. They make great movies and scary campfire tales, but nature is usually quieter and more logical. Real piranhas are interesting, but they are not the monsters you see on TV. They are small fish, usually the size of your hand. They have sharp teeth, yes, and strong jaws, yes, but they are also shy, and they spend most of their time minding their own business. The guide told me, "Piranhas care more about weak animals, dead animals, and fish that are already hurt. They do not want trouble with big, healthy creatures. They are not foolish." And honestly, that made me like them a little more. One day, we stopped by a quiet part of the river. It was hot, and the air felt heavy. I watched the water and wondered where the piranhas were hiding. Then I saw small ripples, just small circles spreading on the surface. "Food," the guide said. "Maybe fruit fell from a tree." I learned that many piranhas eat fruit, seeds, even plants. They are not always hungry hunters. They are more like river cleaners. And the river needs them. But there are moments when they become more active. During the dry season, when rivers shrink and fish gather in small pools, piranhas get nervous. Imagine many hungry animals in a small place. Anyone would feel stressed. This is when stories of attacks usually appear. Not because piranhas suddenly turn evil, but because nature becomes tight and competitive. I also learned a simple rule from the locals. If you don't splash, don't bleed, and don't carry food, piranhas will usually ignore you completely. Nobody here swims in the wrong place at the wrong time. People know the river, and the river respects them back. This is how it works. Once, we met a fisherman cleaning his catch on the riverbank. As soon as small pieces of fish fell into the water, the surface exploded with movement, fast flashes, quick bites. "See?" he said, laughing. "Give them a reason, and they respond fast." And that is true. When piranhas smell blood or see food, they become very active. It looks dramatic, but it is normal. It is their job in the ecosystem to eat what needs to be eaten, to keep the river clean, to stop rot and disease. I stood there watching the chaos in the water and thought, if someone filmed this, people would think piranhas attack everything. But in real life, they were just doing what nature told them to do. There is also something strange and funny. Many people fear piranhas but hold them in their hands in markets. Fishermen pick them up carefully, of course, but without panic. They know the fish. They know the rules. Danger is real, but simple. Keep your fingers away from the mouth. No need for drama. Some piranhas are even quiet and shy. There are more than 30 species, and only a few are famous for their sharp teeth. The rest live normal fish lives, worrying about bigger predators like river dolphins and caimans. Yes, you heard that right, piranhas have predators too. The Amazon is always full of surprises. That evening, when the sun went down, I sat by the river and listened. The water made soft sounds against the boat. Mosquitoes danced above the surface. Somewhere far away, a bird called out. And under all that calm, the piranhas were swimming, invisible in the dark water. Not monsters. Not friends. Just part of the river. And that is what I love most about them. They remind us that nature is not here to scare us or please us. It simply exists. And if we understand it, it becomes less frightening and more beautiful. So, when people ask me, "Are piranhas dangerous?" I smile and say, "They can be, if you act foolishly. But if you respect the river, they will not bother you." It's a simple rule. A quiet rule. And like many things in the Amazon, it works perfectly when you follow it. Because in the end, piranhas are not the scary legend people think they are. They are just another story in the great, living river, sharp teeth, quick moves, and a surprising amount of common sense. Great job! You've completed the story. If this video was helpful or simply pleasant to watch, feel free to leave a like. It really supports the channel. Thank you for being here, and see you in the next video.